Semifreddo, it's a frozen dessert, an Italian frozen dessert, and I think the texture's a bit like mousse. So it's got everything you want, light, fluffy, and the best thing about it is you can make it way ahead of time. So when you've got friends coming over, turn to a dessert like this. Now there are so many different flavour combinations that you can create, but I want to make a vanilla one and just add a bit of ginger because vanilla and ginger are best mates, so a fantastic combination. We'll start with the cream component of the Semifreddo. So 300 mils of very cold thick cream. We're going to place that into a mixer, or you can use a stand mixer with a whisk attachment. To that, I'll add a good teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. I love this when I'm making frozen desserts because you taste the real flavour of vanilla. It's also got the little vanilla beans in it, so you'll see those gorgeous speckles. So in with the vanilla, so the lid goes on, and we're going to whisk this until it's almost stiff peaks. All right, this cream is looking just right. Look at that, perfect and fluffy. So what I'll do is transfer this into another bowl and clean this bowl out because we'll need it again to whip our eggs. So onto a bain-marie, let's get some heat into these eggs. So we'll just place that on there, 4 whole eggs, along with some caster sugar. And this is the only workout you'll be doing with this is about 7 to 8 minutes of rapid whisking to cook the eggs out, and we're just going to wait for this to get light and fluffy. Once we've cooked the eggs out, this mixture goes into the food processor, and I'll whisk it again for another 5 to 10 minutes until it's really, really fluffy. I guess the aim here is to get as much aeration in the cream and the eggs so the results are really mousse-like. All right, everything is completely whipped, and have a look at these eggs. Glossy, smooth, that is just a delight. And yes, that whisking before, that was the real workout, so I can have more Semifreddo. So we're just gonna scoop all of that beautiful, fluffy mixture into the cream. And the last ingredient we need to fold through is the ginger. So this is just crystallized ginger. You don't need much, about 1 to 2 tablespoons. A really great flavour combination, that vanilla and ginger. And then we'll just fold everything together. Big round circles and then cut through the centre. And by doing that, you're not knocking back too much of the air. So I have prepared a loaf tin here just with some cling film. I've double cling filmed it because we not only want to be able to take it out really easily, but I want to cover it up. So we'll pour this light, airy mixture into our loaf tin, scraping down the sides. Great. Then we'll cover it up with that cling film. Make sure it's all coated so it doesn't crystallise. That now goes into the freezer, ideally 6 hours, but it's just best to do it overnight. Okay, the Semifreddo is out of the freezer. It's lovely and firm. And to finish this off, I just want to make a little mandarin glaze. This is such a lovely addition. Vanilla, mandarin and ginger, perfect combination. So I've just juiced 2 mandarins with a little bit of sugar, reduced it until we've got a syrup just like this, and I've cooled it down. I don't want to be adding a hot syrup to my Semifreddo because it'll melt straight away. So into that, I'm going to add some mandarin segments. And this is just going to gloss it up. And also just for another pop of vanilla, the vanilla bean paste will add just about half a teaspoon. I'll give that a stir, and we're just coating the mandarins in that lovely juice. How fantastic is that? All right, let's plate this up. I've got something quite bright. We'll just open up the Semifreddo, and you can see why the cling film is so handy because it's just going to make demoulding really easy. So we'll just carefully tug on the sides. There we go, out of the mould. And we'll take away the sides. And what I like to do is just grab my plate, pop it on top of the ice cream, and just very carefully flip that over. Center it up. We'll take that off. Ooh, doesn't it look beautiful? Now I'm just going to slice a few pieces, so just a hot knife, and then we'll just cut little segments. You can see how creamy and moussey that is. See all the ginger and the little speckles of vanilla? That's what I was after. Just delightful. Another little piece. And just for the garnish, our mandarins will just garnish over the top, and some of that gorgeous vanilla and mandarin syrup. A few more little pieces there. One last drizzle. And there you go. That's my vanilla, ginger and mandarin Semifreddo. If you like ice cream, you're gonna love this. You might even love it even more because it's really light and fluffy like mousse.